For the last 8 years, one man has been synonymous with defending for the Reds. A player who doesn't just defend, but commands his area like the true warrior that he is. From an early age, it was clear that Virgil possessed many qualities, not all of them desirable. He was known for being hot-headed and having a short fuse, which got him into trouble both on and off the pitch. But it was the following year that he really announced himself on the European stage. Van Dijk was an ever-present figure as Groningen reached the knockout stages of the Europa League, where they were eventually knocked out by eventual champions Sevilla. These rumors proved to be true in the summer of 2017, when Liverpool came calling. Many questioned whether a player who had excelled at Southampton could replicate the same form at a club of Liverpool's stature. However, Van Dijk silenced his critics in style, as he helped Liverpool keep 5 clean sheets in his first 7 appearances, and in the 2019-20 season, played a pivotal role in helping Liverpool win their first Premier League title in 30 years. In the 68th minute, Van Dijk received the ball on the edge of the box and unleashed a powerful shot that left Southampton goalkeeper Alex McCarthy with no chance. Van Dijk's leadership qualities were also on display throughout the season. The injury not only ruled him out for the remainder of the season, but also raised doubts about his ability to ever return to his previous form. Despite a valiant effort, Liverpool were defeated 6-5 on penalties after a thrilling 3-3 draw. Rumors have linked him with a move to Real Madrid, PSG, and even a potential move to the MLS, Jordan Henderson said. Virgil is one of the best defenders in the world and an outstanding leader. His presence and experience are invaluable to our team. Andrew Robertson added, "I've learned so much from Virgil. He's a natural leader and one of the best defenders I've ever played with. His consistency and reliability are second to none." Despite the speculation, Van Dijk has remained professional and continued to perform at a high level. But one thing is certain: he will continue to give his all for Liverpool until the very end. The cop will never forget the day that Virgil van Dijk arrived at Anfield, for in his own words, "This club is in my heart." Even at 33 years old, he is arguably the world's best defender, winning every major honor in the game. Undeterred by the setback, Van Dijk and his teammates bounced back and secured victory in the UEFA Super Cup against the same opponents. This marked Liverpool's 5th European crown and their first under Klopp, cementing their status as a dominant force in world football. However, Van Dijk's resilience and determination shone through as he fought his way back to fitness. With the support of his teammates and the coaching staff, he slowly regained his strength and mobility, working tirelessly in the background to make a comeback. As the 2021-22 season approached, fans held their breath as Van Dijk made his long-awaited return to the pitch. The roar of the crowd echoed around Anfield as he stepped onto the field, a symbol of hope and strength for the team. Despite the challenges he had faced, Van Dijk wasted no time in making an impact. His presence in the heart of the defense brought a sense of stability and confidence to the team. He made crucial interceptions, delivered pinpoint tackles, and commanded the box with his aerial dominance. Return coincided with a resurgence in Liverpool's fortunes as they launched a remarkable quadruple bid. Van Dijk played a pivotal role in their run, helping them reach the finals of the FA Cup, the League Cup, and the Champions League, as well as pushing for the Premier League title until the very last day of the season. Although they narrowly missed out on all 4 trophies, Van Dijk's contribution was recognized as he was named the Footballer of the Year by the Football Writers Association, a testament to his exceptional performances. He was a vocal presence on the pitch, organizing the defense and motivating his teammates. His passion and determination were evident in every tackle and interception, and his composure under pressure was a key factor in Liverpool's success. But it was his humility and sportsmanship that truly set him apart. Despite his commanding presence on the pitch, Van Dijk remained grounded and respectful towards his opponents. His professionalism and dedication to the game were evident in his post-match interviews, where he often praised the opposition and gave credit to his teammates. It was a moment of brilliance that showcased his composure and technique. What made the goal even more remarkable was the distance and the power with which it was struck. Van Dijk had unleashed a thunderbolt from over 30 yards out, leaving fans in awe of his ability. The Reds were unstoppable throughout the season, setting a new record for most points in a 38-game season with 97. Van Dijk was at the heart of their success. Forming a formidable partnership with Joe Gomez and Andy Robertson, His ability to read the game and intercept passes was crucial in breaking down opposition attacks. And he was also a threat in the air, scoring 4 goals throughout the campaign. One of those goals would come in a 4-0 win over Crystal Palace, where Van Dijk produced a stunning display. Not only did he score twice, but he also made several crucial tackles and interceptions to ensure that Liverpool kept a clean sheet. His commanding presence in defense immediately made a difference as Liverpool went on a 21-game unbeaten run in all competitions. Unfortunately, 4-3 defeat to Manchester City on New Year's Day would prove to be a turning point in the season, as Liverpool ultimately finished in 4th place. Despite missing out on the title, Van Dijk's individual performance earned him the PFA Players' Player of the Year award, a testament to his outstanding contributions to the team. The Reds had already completed the signing of Mohamed Salah, but their attacking prowess would be useless without a solid defense to protect it. In the final against Tottenham Hotspur, Liverpool raced to a 2-0 lead before Spurs fought back to level the scores. With the match heading towards extra time, Van Dijk rose above the crowd to head home a corner and secure a 2-1 victory for Liverpool. It was a moment of brilliance that showcased his aerial prowess and leadership qualities. Throughout the tournament, Van Dijk had been instrumental in Liverpool's success, keeping clean sheets against the likes of Bayern Munich and Barcelona. His partnership with Joe Gomez in central defense had become a formidable force, and many began to hail him as the best defender in the world. Jurgen Klopp was determined to make Van Dijk his main target, and he wasted no time in making an offer. After weeks of speculation, it was confirmed that Liverpool had agreed to pay £75 million for the Dutchman, making him the most expensive defender in world football at the time. That season, he would also help them reach the final of the Dutch Cup, where they lost to rivals PSV Eindhoven. Despite these disappointments, Van Dijk was named the Dutch Football Talent of the Year for his performances. But it was his sheer size and dominant nature that made him stand out on the football pitch. His mere presence alone brings confidence to those around him and instills fear into opposition attackers. His performances caught the eye of some bigger clubs, and after a successful trial, he was offered a contract by FC Groningen. And so, at the age of 20, Van Dijk left his hometown in search of a new challenge. Eventually, he would join Southampton, who had just been relegated from the Europa League. On August 11, 2015, Van Dijk made his debut for Southampton in a 2-2 draw against Newcastle United. In an impressive display, he would score his first goal for the club in a 2-0 win over Aston Villa. Over the next 2 seasons, Van Dijk would help Southampton achieve their highest ever Premier League points total and establish himself as one of the best defenders in the division. He has missed just 3 league games since arriving on Merseyside, and has become the beating heart of this team. Virgil van Dijk was born on July 8, 1991, and grew up in Breda, Netherlands, a small city close to the Belgian border. After working his way through the youth ranks, Van Dijk broke into the first team at Willem II and made 13 appearances during the 2010-11 season. During his first full season at Groningen, Van Dijk quickly established himself as a key player and made over 30 appearances. The summer of 2014, Van Dijk's impressive performances for Groningen did not go unnoticed, and he was the subject of interest from several Premier League clubs. It was during this time that rumors began to surface about Van Dijk's dissatisfaction with life at St. Mary's and his desire to play in the Champions League. Van Dijk's arrival at Anfield was met with a mixture of excitement and skepticism. The following season, Van Dijk and Liverpool would finally get their hands on some silverware as they won the Champions League in dramatic fashion. However, Van Dijk's trophy cabinet was not yet full, but it was his long-range strike against Southampton that truly captured the imagination of fans. However, it wasn't just his defensive capabilities that impressed fans and pundits alike. Sadly, Van Dijk's incredible journey with Liverpool was dealt a major blow in October 2020 when he suffered a serious knee injury in a challenge with Everton goalkeeper Jordan Pickford. In the following season, Van Dijk once again demonstrated his importance to the team, helping them reach the final of the FA Cup, where they faced Manchester City. However, the recent saga surrounding his contract has cast a shadow of uncertainty over his future at the club. His teammates have nothing but praise for the big man. As the 2023-24 season approaches, the question remains, will this be Van Dijk's last campaign at Anfield? Only time will tell.